9 days after the shock, Tyson went to Houston, Texas to face his 12th opponent, Eddie Richardson. This was Richardson's hometown, but Tyson was the fighter they all wanted to see.
Boxing fans, let's hide the children. We're moving into the heavyweight division. This bout scheduled for 8 rounds or less. Introducing first, to my left in the blue corner. He weighed in this morning at 212 pounds. He has a professional record of 12 wins, 2 losses, 8 of those wins coming by knockout. He's from Fort Worth, Texas, and now making his home in Tyler, Texas. How about a round of applause for Fast Eddie Richardson? And his opponent to my right in the red corner weighed in this morning at 219 fit, fighting, and ready pounds. He's wearing the blue trunks with the red and white trim. He has a professional record of 10 straight unbeaten wins, and all of those 10 wins coming by knockout. He was handled by the late Cus D'Amato, and now with Jimmy Jacobs. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Big Apple of New York City, Mike Tyson. Your referee, Barry Yates.
Well, as we've told you, Tyson has had 10 fights, but very few of them go past the first round, Mickey Herskowitz.
Well, you're looking at a very interesting and complicated matchup. Eddie Richardson is 6'6" against Mike Tyson, who is described as 5'11", looks closer to 5'10" because of the squarishness of his build. Going to be a really fascinating contest to see how Richardson attempts to use that advantage in height and reach.
Cus D'Amato, of course, right hand by Tyson. Oh my! First punch he threw.
What took him so long?
Eddie Richardson, looking at the referee, is in much disbelief as we are.
Eddie Richardson said he was going to go after him and test him, and he may have made a very serious error in strategy right there.
Tyson is a little icebox rather than a refrigerator, yeah. I'll tell you what.
Well, he has a 19 3/4-inch neck, which is approximately the size of actress Shelley Duvall's waist.
And you certainly see the punching power in Tyson.
One of the real rising stars in the boxing galaxy today, Mike Tyson, a fellow for whom everybody predicts a great future. If they can find some fights for him.
That left hand almost drove Richardson right through the canvas.
He not only knocked him down, but he absolutely carried him through the air.
And it's over.
I see right now a major flaw and problem in Mike Tyson's career, and that's going to be to have a fight that lasts long enough to get some good footage on it.
I'm telling you what, it's hard to do. Mike Tyson, without a doubt, one of the bright stars in the heavyweight picture, now goes to 11-0 with 11 knockouts. And we're going to be talking to him in just a moment, so hold on.
I want a good, clean, hard fight. Good, clean, hard fight.
It's hard to imagine. Henry Tillman defeated Tyson twice in the amateur ranks.
And in the Olympic trials.
In the Olympic trials. And Tillman, I don't think he wants any part of Tyson anymore. Let's go up to ring announcer Gordon Wood for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Barry Yates counts out the Southern boxing champion Eddie Richardson in 1-1-7 of the first round. The winner, and now 12-0, not 11-0, 12-0, 12 straight knockouts, Mike Tyson.
Well, we're updating.
They're updating his record.
Yeah.
He maybe knocked someone out in the hallway on the way
in the ring. I probably happened.
Well, you know, Tom Stevenson is a journeyman heavyweight who has fought with Cooney and Carl Williams in their training camps, and he was quoted as saying not too many weeks ago that no one can punch like Mike Tyson. Cooney can't, Carl Williams can't, no one can punch like Tyson, and I'm inclined to believe Stevenson. Mike Tyson, nice to have you in Houston, Texas. You made quite an impression.
Well, thank you very much. The town is beautiful itself, and I'm glad to be welcomed here.
Well, you lost a dear friend in Cus D'Amato not too long ago, and a lot of people thought you might not come down here and fight. You were quoted as saying Cus would have wanted it that way.
Well, most definitely. Even though he didn't, Cus D'Amato, being around him since the age of 13, I'm more like business orientated, and I know not to let anything get involved with business. You know, things happen. We all have disappointments, but we can't let these things stop our lives. We have to go on.
Nothing's going to stop your life, young man. Let's look at the 2 knockouts now.
Surely.
You caught Richardson early. The first punch you threw. Go ahead and describe it.
Well, as you can see, he was poking his jab out, and I was going low, throwing my jab to his body, keeping his mind preoccupied with my jab to his body, and then unpredictable, a right hand coming up top, and they caught him.
I said to Mickey Herskowitz that this knockout punch looked to me like a Joe Frazier left. What would you say to that?
Well, I wouldn't say that at all, because everything I threw, it was timed. I knew where it was going ahead of time. He was awkward. He was more on the defensive. That's like some of the punches were missing. But as you see right here, that one punch, I saw his hand come down, and I threw the punch as his hand was up there because I knew it was coming down. And then that's when the punch timely caught him on the chin, and he didn't know where he was at all. Hopefully, and I'm glad he's okay.
Okay, well, Mickey, you've got a question?
Mike, your fights have been so quick to this point. Seems hardly worth the trip down, but are you getting to a point where you need longer fights, where you need somebody to carry you, to extend you a bit?
Well, Mick, it's hard to explain this because I'm in the gym and I'm boxing 10 rounds all the time in the gym. And I'm boxing with good fighters, contenders. And if I could box with contenders and hold my own, I'm most definitely sure I could come in here and box 10 rounds with any man.
Sounds like you're getting your best work in the gym then.
Most likely, yes.
Who would you like to fight right now?
Anybody my manager signs the contract with. My manager says fight him, I'm in the ring with him.
And a final question about Cus D'Amato. We knew him. He was, of course, one of the great legendary figures of boxing, one of the colorful characters, one of the great trainers of sport. What did he teach you, and what is it that you will miss the most that you learned from Cus D'Amato that you got from Cus?
Well, can I tell you, I miss Cus dearly. When Cus left, he had a great influence not only on me, but so many people in the boxing business, a great deal of people in the boxing business. And mostly, the great thing about Cus, every man must believe in himself. You must have the confidence, and you must, no matter what the situation is, you must face the problem. Don't care who it is. Eddie Richardson, world champion, 6'10", 6'12", 400 pounds, muscle bound. You face your problem because that's a part of being a man and developing character.